whatever I run next weekend during this ultra, it's going to be a PB because hi everybody and welcome to today's video. My name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. Now on today's video, what I want to talk to you about is the last couple of weeks of training. If you've been following my channel, you would know that I am training for an ultra marathon that I have coming up just this weekend, just six short days away. And I want to go over the last couple of weeks. I want to give you an idea of exactly where I'm at in terms of my overall year goals and how that's been going. If you haven't been following my channel, what I've actually done, or what I like to share on this channel, is just my running journey, because I use running as sort of a way to be the best I can be for the most important thing in my life, which is my family. You hear me say that in a number of my videos, and you'll probably hear me say that again in this video. But earlier on in the year, I did run a marathon about 6 weeks ago. My goal this year was to shave a little bit over half an hour off my marathon time. I ran my first marathon last year in 4 hours and 5 minutes and 47 seconds. This year in the spring, 6 weeks ago, I ran a marathon in 3 hours, 32 minutes and 47 seconds. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll get under 3:30. But after what I feel like was a really successful training block and marathon run 6 weeks ago, probably looking at going a whole lot faster by the fall. So we'll get into that in other videos. But for now, this weekend, I've got an ultra marathon coming up. So I've had a 6 short week training block to kind of get ready for that. Using this as a little bit more of something fun. It's a little bit of a break for me. I know it's an ultra, but also after this ultra is done, I'm only going to have 1 week before we get into my next marathon training block for a marathon that I have coming up in the fall. So if you want to see all of that, if you head on over to my channel and you see things there that you think you're going to be able to relate to, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting the bell notification and give me a like on this video. I think there's a lot of people out there that can relate to me. I'm a father. I have a couple of jobs. I live a busy life, and somehow I'm able to squeeze in all the running. So if you think that's something that you're interested in, if you like some of my videos, head on over to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, let's get into the last couple of weeks of training. Okay, so if you haven't watched the previous 2 videos in terms of updates on my training for this ultra, I haven't really gotten into a ton of mileage. I've just been kind of trying to hold my fitness the best I can between the marathon and the ultra. With work being really busy, being into June now and wrapping up the school year. Actually, this is the last week of teaching. I've got today off, then the rest of the week I'm going to be teaching, and I'm working also at the gym. So I haven't really ramped up the mileage too much. Last video that I did that week was 70.9 kilometers. With a long run, which was kind of the longest run in my training block for this ultra, of 31 kilometers. So 2 weeks ago, the Monday, I actually took the Monday off, didn't run at all. Now on that Tuesday, I did 11 kilometers on the treadmill, which I'm actually very proud of. That's one of the long runs that I've ever been able to do on a treadmill. If you're able to run on a treadmill, tell me what the secrets are. How are you able to do that? Put that in the comments down below, because it's always been a struggle for me to spend much time on the treadmill. Even when the weather is incredibly bad here, I'd usually much rather go outside. I imagine that day the weather was really bad. It would have been just really warm, so I decided to head up on the treadmill. So that was Tuesday, the 6th. Now on Wednesday, the 7th of June, I took the day off completely. On Thursday, I actually did 2 runs in a strength session. Hi everybody, and welcome to a bit of a damp day here today. Now we're back in Odell Park, probably gonna get about 10K in this morning, then hopefully if I can get my daughter out this afternoon, do a little bit of a recovery run, but gonna hit a little bit of a trail this morning. This is actually Thursday, and it's only the second time that I've been out this week, and not really sure why that is. Long run on Sunday had me kind of dragging a little bit. It didn't really go that well. 31 kilometers, but just felt kind of off, and I've been feeling off this week. So we're pushing on. We're gonna get some mileage in. Got a little bit over 2 weeks before the ultra, and I think I've just got to get my head wrapped around the idea that I've got that race coming up. But we're gonna go on this run, probably try to stay out of the rain, stay in the trees a little bit, stay on the trails, but let's get going. The first run was a 10-kilometer trail run. I have a local park here that I've been running in more lately, trying to get more time on the trails, but also it's built on a hill, so it does give me quite a bit of vertical when I'm just doing laps on that. Sort of the easiest spot for me to get some experience running some trail and get some vertical. So that was a 10-kilometer easy run in the morning. Then I did the strength session in the afternoon. Then we went out later on in the day and did a little bit over 5 kilometers. Again, easy. You're going to see a theme here to most of my runs in this training block. Just easy runs, just keeping up the mileage, sticking over the legs. I did have one day last week where we pushed it a little bit further that I'll talk about later. But for the most part, easy running.
All right, so that's it for the run. Pretty good, nice recovery run. Took it pretty slow, 5:49 per kilometer. Just a little bit over 5 kilometers. But good run.
Yeah.
It's a good day. Yeah. My heart rate bounced around a little bit. It actually got all the way up to 159. I don't know if that's accurate. I have been pretty tired, not running that well. And last Sunday afternoon during the long run, my heart rate was definitely all over the place. So not sure if I trust the watch, but still felt pretty good, pretty easy. So we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
Solid run.
Mhm.
Gonna go in, get some food. You already ate.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna go in and get some food, and see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, so then Saturday the 10th, the last run of the week for me, because I did take that Sunday off, I did a long run of 26 kilometers. Now, that long run, interestingly enough, the next video that I'll probably post on this channel is going to be about the Saucony Triumph 20s. I just cracked over 1,000 kilometers in that shoe, so I want to do sort of a full review after 1,000 kilometers of running in that. And I've decided to not retire the shoe. I'm still taking it out for some easy runs, some recovery runs, but for the most part, I was looking for a replacement. I went to the local running store and I bought the Nimbus 25.
All right, welcome to another day of training, guys. Today is long run Saturday. I don't really have a plan for today. We're just gonna go out there and see how many miles we can run. And we've got a brand new shoe that we're trying out for today. I've got the gel Nimbus 25. Super excited for these. Just picked them up, wore them out of the store, and now we're gonna go for a run and just see how far we get. And then once we get that done, I'll come back to the office and give you kind of my initial thoughts on what I think about this shoe. All right, let's go.
Strapped that on right when I was in the store, left the store and went out for a 26-kilometer run in them, the first run in them, and I'll do the initial review on that here shortly. But probably the next video posted to my channel after this one is going to be about the Triumph 20 and just what I thought about that shoe after 1,000 kilometers. But so 26 kilometers on that Saturday, followed up by a 1.45 kilometer walk. Now the reason why I even mentioned that walk, and the reason why that's important, is that this is very different for me, and I don't know if this is just where I'm at mentally in terms of how serious I'm taking this training leading up to this ultra. But generally, I don't walk, and that wasn't built into the day. That wasn't built into any sort of a plan. I was a kilometer and a half away from the car, and I just decided that I'd had enough running for the day. So turn the watch off, turn the watch back on, set it to a walk, and track that walk. But anyways, total of 26 kilometers on the day in the run, and then another kilometer and a half for a walk. So total distance for the week, 58.74 kilometers. So I was down about 15 kilometers from the week before, but we're getting into the taper. We're only a couple of weeks away from the ultra at that point. So I started my taper and not wanting to push things too hard. It's more about holding my fitness. All right, so we move into last week, the 12th of June up to the 18th of June. I took the Monday off again, same as I did the week before. On Tuesday, I did 2 workouts. One of them was a run of a little bit over 10 kilometers. Easy run, nice and easy.
Ooh. Hi everybody and welcome to another run. Today is Tuesday. Now, I'm just going to say right off the bat, I haven't ran the last couple of days. The last run I went on was Saturday. We're now Tuesday. I haven't been feeling very well and actually thought about going out and running yesterday afternoon, but it was pretty warm and just didn't have it in me. I don't know if that's a sign of just not being as prepared or as dedicated to it as maybe I should be, but you know what, it is what it is. We're getting to the end of the school year. got about a week and a half before the students are done for the year, and maybe throughout the summer we'll be able to dedicate a little bit more time and energy to my running. All that to say, all that rambling on to say that we're gonna head out for a run today. Hopefully about 10k, just to get the legs moving again, and then hopefully get off to the gym to do a little bit of a gym session. So let's go on the run.
I also went into the gym and did a strength session. Now this strength session, a lot of the time that I spend at the gym isn't run specific. I like to lift weights. That's mentally, that helps me out just as much as my running does. So I went in and did an upper body workout for about an hour. That was my Tuesday. Wednesday, another easy run, a little bit over 6 kilometers.
All right, guys, woke up this morning not feeling 100%. I seem to be saying that a lot, but that's truly how I'm feeling. Gonna go on a little bit of an easy run here before I get off to work. Probably means about 5 kilometers just to squeeze in this afternoon. Weather's not supposed to be that great. I like to get a little bit of speed work in here. I've been missing that. I haven't been doing a lot of that. I haven't felt that it's been necessary preparing for this ultra, but I'm feeling like it's necessary for me to feel like I can still turn my legs over. So hopefully this afternoon, if we have some time, if we have some energy, we're gonna do a little bit of speed work. But for now, about 5k just to start my day. This is how I like to start a lot of my days, even if I'm not training for something specific. Just get out and turn the legs over for a few kilometers. So we're gonna go on this run and chat with you guys in a bit.
Thursday last week was probably, in this whole training block, the hardest run that I had in terms of just picking up the pace a little bit.
All right, so welcome back, everybody. It is Thursday. We're a little bit over a week away from the ultra marathon. I'm out here with Zoe, and Zoe has to run 6.4k. I don't know if I'm going to be running more than that or not. A little bit of a time crunch. Seems like every day is a time crunch now, but we're going to go out for that run, and then I might head to the gym, do a little bit of a leg workout, but we'll see. But squeeze this run in, get going. Like most of the runs lately, we're going to keep it probably fairly light. Zoe will do her pickups at the end, and all right, ready to go?
Yeah. Okay. Really, overall, not a high-paced run, but intensity or effort is probably a better way to put it. The first 6 kilometers of that, 6.5 kilometers of that 15-kilometer run, I actually did with my daughter. She had 6.5 kilometers on her plan, and whenever I go out with her, we usually start off easy, turns into a little bit of a progression run with a little bit of a harder run by the end of it, and that's just the way we usually end up running. A lot of that has to do with she's 12, and even though she is on a training plan, and we're going to be running a 10k that I'll bring to you a video about that later on in the year, I try not to keep it too specific. I want her to run mostly by feel, so when we're out together, if she wants to run a little bit faster, we'll run a little bit faster. I reel her in a bit, but usually we end up running a little bit faster by the end of the run. So we ended up running a few kilometers, couple of kilometers at the end of that run. The end of the 6 kilometers I did with her at a little bit better than marathon pace. So after we finished that, I stayed out there by myself for the next 9 kilometers or so to finish off my run for the day. And that whole time, I couldn't actually get my heart rate down. It was still pretty high, even though I had slowed the pace down a little bit from when I was running with her. So really solid effort. Felt really good about that, because that was probably, honestly, outside of the longer runs, the most effort that I've put into a run since the marathon. So felt really good about that run.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another Friday. Now we're running almost from my house again today, just trying to squeeze this in between jobs. It's pretty warm out this afternoon. Gonna see what I can get in. Probably about 10k, maybe only 5. It's kind of hard to tell because I do have to get to work. After next week though, school's out, so I'm gonna be able to focus on my running probably a little bit more. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the ultra that we coming up next weekend, and I'm really excited to get back into marathon prep and be on a little bit more of a schedule, 16-week marathon prep to that big race in the fall, where I'm hoping to cut back on my time, get a new PB. Whatever I run next weekend during this ultra is going to be a PB, because I've never run an ultra before. So hang around for that. I'll give you all the gory details as we run the run. But for today, another easy run, 5 to 10k. got the drop going in my ear Friday afternoon. So let's get started on this run.
Friday did another easy run, a little bit over 7 kilometers, a little bit of a recovery from what happened on Thursday. This weekend, this past weekend, I haven't run at all, partially, and I don't know if you can hear that in my voice, but I haven't run at all this past weekend. Had a little bit of a cold, a little bit of throat. I think it's one of the consequences of being a teacher in elementary is that I'm constantly bringing home different little bugs, different little colds, so wasn't feeling great, so decided to take the weekend off from running completely. We're deep into our taper now. The ultra is coming up this weekend, so I felt it was fine, even if I didn't get that long run in. I know mentally that's a little bit hard on me, but I thought it was better for me to try to get my health and all that wrangled in rather than take on another long run. So didn't do anything on Saturday. Sunday did a strength session again, an upper body workout, but enjoyed that. That was the end of the week. Did a total of 38.6 kilometers. So if you look over the last couple of weeks, we've gone from 70.9 kilometers 3 weeks ago to 58.74 kilometers 2 weeks ago, and then last week down to 38.6. So really kind of looking at a pretty solid taper there leading into the ultra that we have coming up this Saturday. It's Monday now. We've got Monday off. Probably this afternoon we're going to go out and do an easy run. Then I'm going to go and hit the gym pretty hard and do a little bit of a lag workout. It's probably going to be the last heavy lifting workout between now and Saturday, giving me time to recover, giving my legs time to recover. After that, for the rest of the week, honestly, this week I'm going to take it pretty easy. It's the last week of teaching. Students are heading home on Friday. I want to enjoy this weekend. I want to enjoy Saturday. I want to enjoy the ultra. So even though Garmin's been telling me that I've been losing just a little bit of fitness, I think my marathon time in terms of what their predictor is has gone down by about 3 minutes. Most of that probably has to do with just not doing hard workouts. So my VO2 max has dropped a little bit, but that's a whole nother video. But pretty excited, pretty happy about how things have gone so far. Pretty happy about how the last couple of weeks have gone. Pretty happy about where I'm at just mentally and physically with my training. Pretty excited about what we've got coming up for the rest of the year. I've got a marathon probably coming up later in the fall. If you like this video, if you think you're going to like some of my other videos, head on over to my channel again and check out some of those videos. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Put a comment in the comment section down below. What are your goals for the fall, if you have any at all? My name is Matt, and this is What Matters to Matt, and ultimately, what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.